Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
And that was our national anthem performed by the talented Skylar Cole. And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment. Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup, Conley Edwards of the guards. McDaniels is out there with Randall, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And for Chicago, Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's White, and it's Ball in at the 1. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Now here's Conley. Randall outside. Outside Edwards. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
And it's White missing. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. McDaniels finds Randall. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Jacks up a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A big answer from Buzelis. He wants his team to know they can count on him from the perimeter.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be. Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
It's tipped. McDaniels with the ball. And it's Buzelis picking him up. To the middle, here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Now Ball. Here's Buzelis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Buzelis has got a couple of threes now in the first with the Bulls. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Inside, here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. Worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
On the court, your Heights Squad. Here come the T-shirts. Let's hear it, fans.
In this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Richard, for the Bulls, just one playoff appearance in their last 7 seasons.
Yes, the last 4 years under Coach Billy Donovan, they've been respectable, but with all of the injuries and all of the issues, the path to true contention is probably on the other side of a long rebuild.
Giddey, that falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to McDaniels. Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
Giddey, the pass to Vucevic. Back to Giddey. There's the triple. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Minnesota leading by 4. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And the slam, if Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Ball, the pass to Giddey. Fires from deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. McDaniels finds Randall. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Outside Conley. Shoots over White. Conley's shot is off. Bulls trail by 8. Pass to Giddey. Over Edwards. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Giddey's got 8 points.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Giddey. The 3-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here's McDaniels. He has yet to score. Here's Randall. Bank shot, no good. And Chicago shooting 40% here in the early stages. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Giddey. A 3-pointer, no good. Over in the corner, Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. Giddey with it. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it just in time.
1 eye on the rim, 1 on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Minnesota. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've put their hard hats on and gone to work on the offensive boards. Those second chance points can really energize a team.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 3-point game. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Miller. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Reed. And it's Edwards in a shooting guard. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly...
Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
Bulls trail by 5. Here's Giddey. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Giddey's got 14 points. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
It's the Silver Crew in the 3-1-2. Here's your 3-1-2 crew.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Lars is checked in.
3-1-2 crew.
Bulls trail by 4. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Fades back, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket. Here's Jones, still scoreless. Smith kicks to Giddey from deep three-point territory. Garza pulls it in.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good.
Dosunmu, and he gets it to go. Dosunmu's got 5 now.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Shoots from the line. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
They now take the lead. Jones has got the lead up to 2 now for the Bulls.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Chicago making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Smith. And Ball subbed in for Dosunmu. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Mike Conley comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. Out to Conley. Fires the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Williams finds Jones. That 3 off the mark. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. trailing by 2. Conley gets the bucket.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Chicago's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 6.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Edwards. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Chicago leading by 3. Launches it from deep. Giddy, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Edwards at the rim.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Bruce Ellis is checked in for the Bulls. Kobe White comes in for Josh Giddey. Timberwolves also changing it up. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Chicago leading. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. And finished off by McDaniel.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Pass to McDaniels. Conley against Jones. And that one hits back iron.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
Here's White. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. And now a 7-point Chicago lead. Conley against Jones. Randle outside. Will it go? Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game. Chicago leading by 5. Here's Vucevic. And rebounded by McDaniels. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. Randle no good. And here's White. Now here's Vucevic. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Nick, what changed as the first half continued?
We toughened up a little bit. We know they were getting a lot of easy points, a lot of points around the paint, around the basket, and we just started playing more aggressive, playing hard on the defensive end, and that got us going offensively too. So we just got to keep doing that, play hard, and should be fine.
Keeping the paint tight is key. Thanks very much, Nick. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Josh Giddey.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Chicago leading by 5. Bruzella's out there with Vucevic. Then it's White. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Giddey in at the small forward. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And Randall throws it down.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And here are the Bulls now. Outside, White. From deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against. Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
And he makes the first.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
And Gobert drops them both. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And there is the whistle that goes on Kobe White. That's his first foul.
The ability to stretch the floor is such a dangerous weapon for Vooch and his team.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Conley with it, now guarded by Vucevic. Conley against Vucevic. Pass to Gobert. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Gobert, the screen. Here's Randall. Rebound by the Bulls. Fires from way outside. And it's White missing. It's a close game here in Chicago. Out to the wing. Here's Conley. Gobert dishes to Conley. Back to Gobert. Shoots over Vucevic. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
It's time for dance down. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your moves. Get down. You need dance lessons. Let's see what you got. Give yourself a round of applause.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Buzelis. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Wasted no time on that one. Ball's got 6 points.
And he wasted no time getting those points back. Great response from Ball.
For 3, Edwards. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And it's Giddey in the corner. The 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. Driving to the basket. And finished off by McDaniels.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Here's Gobert. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Bulls leading by 3. Here's Buzelis. Drills it from outside. Buzelis has got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for Chicago. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it's Conley penetrating, and they pick up 2.
It's always a positive thing for this offense when Conley puts pressure on him.
The Bulls have gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit 3s to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Conley. Buzelis grabs the board. For Chicago, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Timberwolves trail by 7. There's McDaniels. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 8 points for him. 1:33 left in the 3rd quarter. The Bulls shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. White, good.
An assertive offensive player, White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Richard, the steady improvement of Kobe White certainly has been fun to watch.
It certainly has, Kevin. He's starting to put it all together now, and it can take multiple years. We all knew he could score, but now his passing and his rebounding have also improved.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
Fans, if you want a t-shirt, we have to be able to hear you, so make some noise!
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. And Trey Jones subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Alexander Walker passes to DiVincenzo. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
.107 left in the third quarter of the game. Buries it from three-point range. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Jones against DiVincenzo. Pass to Clark. And here's Randall. For the three. Off target, his sixth miss in 13 attempts from the floor. Williams for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Clark right side. The rebound by Dosunmu. Dosunmu's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Jones. Defended by Alexander Walker. On the basket by Jones. Here's Randall. He's got 16. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by Smith. Now Dosunmu. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Dosunmu's got 7.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so it's Chicago with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. Back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And a look at the five for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. We've got Joe Ingles, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. From deep three-point land. Rebound, Minnesota.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Williams for three. Buries the long-range jumper.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Edwards makes it dueling three-pointers, showing some leadership, getting that one back.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let it cook.
Smith for three. Ingles with the rebound. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 11-point game. And Reed throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Giddey. And the three off target. The Timberwolves have got every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Fires for three. Good on the triple. Giddey's got 23 points. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here is Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
In the corner, Smith with it. Back to Giddey. The tray. Another three for Chicago.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic, he's checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. White, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Jones. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Timberwolves passing it around. It's good. And that's now 6 points for Conley.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Edwards against Giddey. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's Conley. No good with the layup. Chicago's got 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Vucevic with the bucket.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Gobert with a screen on White. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Giddey. They get it back. Here's Vucevic. Off target at the rim. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Such a wide open look. Edwards got 7 now in this quarter.
And that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
The shot by Buzelis, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Conley gets the bucket.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Chicago leading by 10. Leaps for it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. .135 left to play here in the fourth. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They've led by as many as 14 points. Edwards slashing in. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And Edwards drops them both.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
And the Bulls with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 6.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Here's White. Drills the three-pointer.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Edwards with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Conley's shot is off. Here's Chicago. Lets it go from deep. And there's Buzelis on the assist by Ball. And it's a 12-point Bulls lead. Edwards against White. Edwards can't hit. For 3. And it's White missing. Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But hey, never say never.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Here's Giddey. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Launches a 3, can't get it to fall. And so it's Chicago winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really
seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Josh Giddey.